Amateur. In our previous lecture, we have completed chapter number 12, part 2. Today we are going to start part 3 and we'll discuss NCERT book questions. So let's begin. So let us start with the first topic of today, Dirham Vein Shopping. So this topic is there in your Maths NCERT book, page number 139. So now let us read together. Dirham went to a shop and bought some things. Dirham went to a shop and he bought these things. And the things are rice, wheat, mustard seeds, wheat, dal, tea and pepper. So now weights were given, but units are not mentioned. Why? Because his younger brother cut the end of the bill where the weights were written. What his younger brother has done? He has cut the end of the bill where weights were written. And the question is, guess and write the weight of each thing he bought in gram or kg. So here we have to write the units. So the item is rice and the weight is 5. So what will be the unit of rice, kg or gram? It will be kg as it is a bigger quantity, 5 kg. Sugar will be kg. Mustard seeds is written weight 10. So students, we require mustard seeds in a very less quantity. So it will be 10 gram. 10 gram will be also more than enough. So let us write here gram. Wheat will be kg. Dal is 500. 500 kg will be the more quantity. So we will be writing here gram. Tea 250 gram. And pepper 25 gram. So these are the units of the given items. Next topic, car and a tractor. So students, I hope you all have seen car and tractor. In your books also you can see that Ritu is weighing her toys. She wants to know which item is heavier, tractor or her car. So with the help of pan balance, she has put in one side tractor and in another side car. So now she is wondering, if I put 2 cars, will the tractor still be heavier? So students, how we come to know that which item is heavier? Whichever pan goes down, so that item will be heavier. Now question is, guess among these 3, real car, a bus or a tractor, which is the heaviest? So what I feel that a bus will be the heaviest among a real car or a tractor. Now question is, which is the heaviest thing you have seen? If you ask me, the heaviest thing which I have seen, a train. So write this answer by your own in your book. Next topic, how much the chair weighs. So this topic is there in your book, page number 143. In your books you can see Anamika wants to weigh this chair using weighing machine. So what is a weighing machine? A weighing machine is a machine for weighing things, especially people or large items of goods. Can you suggest how we can do this? So yes, how we can find out the weight of the chair? A person can hold a chair in his hand and stand above the weighing machine and note down the weight, what it is. For example, that time your weight is 45 kg. So write in your copies, weight with chair. When you are holding chair, that time your weight was 45 kg. Now keep that chair down and then see what is your weight. For example, that time your weight is 30 kg. So write here, weight without chair, it is 30 kg. Now you have to find out the weight of the chair. So for that we will subtract 45 minus 30. So subtract here 45 kg minus 30 kg. So it is 15 kg. So at last we will write, therefore the weight of the chair is 15 kg. Next topic, broken stones. Abdu sells firewood. So students, what is firewood? In Hindi we say jalao lakdi. the wood which is used for burning. There was a stone in his shop which weighed 13 kg. He used to weigh firewoods. With the help of that stone, he used to weigh firewoods. One day, 13 kg stone fell down and break into 3 pieces, 2 kg, 5 kg and 6 kg. But Abdu is very smart. He used those broken pieces for weighing his firewood. What he has done, in one pan he kept 6 kg stone and another pan he kept 5 kg stone. If you subtract the differences of 1 kg, so Abdu came to know that if I keep one pan 6 kg, another pan 5 kg, so difference will be 1 kg. Now let us do the questions given in your book, page number 144 through screen. Now you show how Abdu will use these stone pieces to weigh 5 kg, 6 kg and 2 kg. A part 4 kg of firewood. So answer is by keeping broken stone of 6 kg on the left pan and broken stone of 2 kg on the right pan with firewoods, he can weigh 4 kg of wood. Their difference is 6 minus 2 equals to 4 kg. It will give the weight of firewood. B part 3 kg of firewood. So answer is he can weigh 3 kg of firewood by keeping the broken stone of 5 kg on the left pan and broken stone of 2 kg on the right pan. The difference of weight is 5 minus 2 equal to 3 kg, which will balance the two pan of balance by firewood. C part 7 kg of wood. So answer is he can weigh the 7 kg of firewood by keeping the broken stone of 5 kg and 2 kg on the left pan and firewood on right pan. Next topic, post office. So this topic is here in your book, page number 145. In your books you can see this picture. This is a picture of post box, or we say mailbox or letter box. So these are usually red in color. Now question is, have you ever been to post office? If you ask me, yes, I have been to post office. So write here, yes. Question number 2, what different things do people go there for? So there are different things why people go there. Number 1, for banking. Number 1 reason is for banking. Number 2, to send money order. To send money order. Number 3, to post letters. People go there for posting letters. Number 4, to purchase. What we will purchase from there? Stamps, postcards and inland letters. Inland letters. So these are the 4 things people go there for. Next question, how much does a postcard cost? So the cost of postcard will be rupees 0.50, or we can say 50 paise. We can say this as 50 paise. Next question, how much does an inland letter cost? So the cost of inland letter is rupees 2.50. So right here, rupees 2.50, or we can say 2 rupees and 50 paise. So students, postcard and inland letters are issued from post office. Earlier, when people have to do communication, there were no telephones and mobile phones. These days, you all do communication through the mobile phone or telephone. But earlier, they used to send the inland letters or postcards. So in this screen, you can see this is the inland letter. And now you can see this is a postcard. So now look at the postal rates given in the chart. For single postcard, it is rupees 0.50. For printed postcards, it is rupees 6. For inland letters, it is rupees 2.50. Now, letter weighing. If the letter is 20 grams or less, it will be rupees 5. And for additional, it will be rupees 2. Additional 20 gram, it will be rupees 2. Now, let us do the question based on this. How much will you have to pay for stamps on a letter weighing 50 grams? The stamps are required up to 20 grams. So, right here, the stamps are required up to 20 grams is equal to rupees 5. Then for next 20 gram, so in postal weight it is written that for additional it will be rupees 2. So right here for next 20 gram it will be rupees 2. So 20 plus 20 it is 40 and 10 is more we require. So right here for next 10 gram it will be rupees 2. So total cost of stamps is equal to rupees 5 plus 2 plus 2, that is rupees 9. So at last we will write, I have to pay rupees 9 for stamps on a letter for weighing 50 grams. Question number 2. Akash wants to send a parcel of the Maths Magic textbook to his friend Rani in Chennai. The book weighs 200 grams. So now see the chart to find the cost of posting the book. In the chart you can see parcel weighing 50 gram or less. The cost is rupees 5. And for every additional 50 gram it is rupees 3. So now let us solve this question. So Akash has to parcel the book to send it to Rani. Following are the costs he has to pay for sending the book. So first we will write the weight of book, that is 200 gram. So right here the weight of book, how much it is given? 200 gram. Then right here the cost of parcel up to 50 gram, how much it is given? Rupees 5. For 50 gram it is rupees 5. But the weight of the book is 200 gram. So how much we require more? 150 gram. It will be additional, that is 150 gram. Right here the cost of additional 150 gram. So students, this is thrice, means we have multiplied by 3, it is 150 gram. So when it was additional it is given rupees 3. So that will be also thrice. So right here rupees 3 into 3, that is rupees 9. So total cost is equal to rupees 9 plus 5, that is rupees 14. So at last we will write Akash has to pay rupees 40 for posting the book. Question number 3 given in your book, page number 146. The question is, read the weight shown in the given picture. So in the picture you can see the weight is between 200 and 250. So the weight is 225 gram. So let us write here the weight of the parcel on the weighing machine is equal to 225 gram. Find out the cost of sending a parcel of that weight. We have to find out the cost of sending a parcel of that weight. So now we will write postal charges for 50 gram is equal to rupees 5. Then for additional 50 gram, that is rupees 3. Then for next 50 gram, that is again rupees 3. Then for next 50 gram, it will be rupees 3. Then again for next 50 gram, it will be rupees 3. As we require 225 gram. So what is the total cost of postal charges? So let us write here. Total cost of postal charges is equal to rupees 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. 4 times 3, that is 12, plus 5, that is rupees 17. So the total cost of postal charges is rupees 17. Next topic, how many stamps? The question is, Rahul needs stamps of rupees 25 for his parcel. He went to the post office. Only stamps of rupees 1, rupees 2, rupees 5 and rupees 10 were there at that time. Using those stamps, in how many different ways can he make rupees 25? So there are different ways by which he can make rupees 25. The first way is, right here, 5 stamps of rupees 5. So that is rupees 5 into 5, rupees 25. Second way, 2 stamps of rupees 10, that is rupees 10 into 2, rupees 20. And 1 stamp of rupees 5, that is rupees 5 into 1, rupees 5. Total we have to do. Total is coming rupees 20 plus 5, that is 25. Third way is, if we take 3 stamps of rupees 5, that is rupees 5 into 3, rupees 15. And how much we require? 2 more. So 2 stamps of rupees 5, that is rupees 5 into 10, rupees 10. If we do total, 15 plus 10, that is rupees 25. Fourth way you can write, if we take 12 stamps of rupees 2, that is rupees 2 into 12, rupees 24. And 1 stamp of rupees 1, that is 1 into 1, rupees 1. Total is rupees 24 plus rupees 1, that is rupees 25. So students, there are different ways by which we can make rupees 25. I have made 4 different ways. If you have any other way, you can do by your own. Students, that's all for today's class. I hope you all have understood Gurleen ma'am's class. So chapter number 12, part 3 NCERT book questions completed. Practice all these questions at home. I'll continue in our next class. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.